Hi everybody, this is Will Bowen with today's JumpStart. You know, I noticed something the other day, and that is that now that we have smartphones and that they just keep getting smarter and smarter and smarter and smarter, we never have to be lost anymore. We never have to be hungry anymore. We never have to be stranded anymore. We never have to be lonely anymore. And we never have to be quiet anymore. It's amazing how much screen time. There's an app. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It won't come to me right away, but you can Google it. And I have it on my phone, and it tells me how much screen time I spend on my phone per day. And it's staggering, and I'm trying to get it down somewhat. One of the things I want to make sure that I do is enjoy quiet. I am up every morning at 5 o'clock. It's not because I set an alarm. It's because my body wakes me up at 5 a.m. every single morning. And so because of that, I have usually a few hours sometimes by myself. And I'll go out and I'll sit on our deck right out overlooking the lake. And yet I still find myself with all these incredible birds chirping and singing and squirrels and ducks. And what did I see yesterday? A groundhog and a mink. I saw a mink swimming by our boat. And I've seen eagles. All of this right outside, right off my deck, okay? And what am I doing? I'm looking at my damn phone. I'm writing jump starts for you instead of taking in the beauty and the quiet. So I have regular intervals now where I just shut my phone off. Just turn it off. Have you tried that? Have you tried not looking at your phone? It's amazing. I've noticed that phones have become like cigarettes. It used to be that when you were in the bathroom, you had to have a cigarette. It used to be that right after you ate, you had to have a cigarette. And I've noticed that those times and other times, people have to have their phones. They have to look at their phone. So I want to encourage you to find oases of quiet in your life. Turn off all of your alerts. Let me say that again. That was one of the greatest things I ever did. My iMac, my MacBook and my iMac, both have a capacity for turning off messages. If you don't know how, Google it. I won't go into the explanation. But I never get an alert on my computer. Never. And I never get an alert on my phone unless it's a text, because I only have about 3 people who I allow to text me, or it's one of my agents or bureaus in another country and it comes through in WhatsApp. Now, what does that mean? That means rather than, I'll give you an example. My wife and I can sit down, and if both of us have our phones on, not on just alerts, play an alert if something happens, within an hour, hers will go off 30 to 40 times. Mine will go off maybe once, probably not at all. The point I'm trying to make is that each one of those alerts is an alert, and there's a reason. They're called alerts. They're supposed to alert you. They're supposed to scare you. That's not good for you. That's not good for you. Find time for quiet. Find time for no music, no nothing. When I'm driving into the city, there's a stretch of highway or stretch of road that I started years ago, that if I'm driving on that particular road, I don't make calls. Well, I never make or take calls when I'm driving. That's dangerous. I never text when I'm driving, nor do I take texts when I'm driving. But what I started doing was just being completely quiet. If I drove on this section of the road, you know what I find myself doing? You ready? Deliberately driving that way. Without even thinking about it, I find myself deliberately driving that way just to have some quiet. So find some pockets of quiet in your life today. They're there. You're the one who keeps reaching for your phone. Turn the thing off. Put it away. Sit around and enjoy the beauty that's around you, because it's only going to be there while you're alive, because when you're gone, you won't be able to experience it. Experience it now and enjoy today. We'll talk tomorrow. Bye-bye.